So the governor of Abia State, Alex Otti, has initiated strategy. He has activated strategy to secure Nnamdi Kanu's release. This, he says, plans are already in motion to secure the release of the convicted IPOB leader. And according to him, he had earlier initiated these plans during Nnamdi Kanu's trial. We all know that this Nnamdi Kanu's case is very, very crucial. It is very, very controversial. Nnamdi Kanu's case is no longer just about a legal matter. It is a national tension point. And we all know that this move by the judiciary, by Justice Omotosho, has severe consequences. And for Governor Alex Otti to make this statement, to openly declare that he's interested, he has activated a strategy, that means he must not be speaking alone. Probably he must have already established channels, legal channel, diplomatic channels, federal channels, to engage with maybe the federal government to ensure Nnamdi Kanu is released. And at this point, a lot of people are just wondering, how come Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, sentenced, and yet we have terrorists moving around free without any atom of punishment? Without any atom of punishment. So most Nigerians have been, hailing Governor Alex Otti that yes, they believe in his words and they know he will definitely keep to his words by ensuring he secures Nnamdi Kanu's release, while others are also feeling skeptical about him saying he has activated strategy. People are beginning to ask questions. Is it that all this while he did not activate the strategy? Now that Nnamdi Kanu has been convicted, has been sentenced, he now activated the strategy. So everybody is just saying, now wow, make we dey look how this matter go really go. Una no say Governor Alex Otti is not an audio player. He is capable of doing what he says he will do. So let's watch out as everything will unfold.
They refused that judgment. Federal High Court in Umuahia, look at all the whole matters we filed, and they said that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, and that federal government should pay Nnamdi Kanu 50 billion naira. As we speak to you, the federal government has not complied with that judgment. The same thing applied to Enugu High Court, and what have you. I'm not talking about that of Kenya. Coming back to Nigeria here, we continue with the trial. Then Court of Appeal unanimously discharged Nnamdi Kanu, and they said that no court should try Nnamdi Kanu. Federal government refused to comply with that order, and they kept Nnamdi Kanu unlawfully for 9 days before they now file what they call a motion for stay in a criminal matter, the first in history. Now, when they filed the motion for stay, the matter gets to Supreme Court. Supreme Court, in looking at all these things, Supreme Court made an decision. One, that Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail. That court ought not have revoked his bail. And they condemned the attitude of military, sending Operation Python dance in his house and massacred many people there.
All right.
And they directed the Federal High Court. Let me finish. Let me make this submission. And they referred the matter back to Federal High Court to continue with the trial, with the intention that the matter will continue with the Honorable Justice Binta Nyako's court. So when we get there, Binta Nyako now recused himself. The matter now get back to Justice Omotosho. Nnamdi Kanu took a fresh plea. That plea Nnamdi Kanu took before Justice Binta Nyako is no longer effective. He now took a plea, a fresh plea, in a fresh court, starting de novo.
Okay.
Now that was where the issue of repeal law comes in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much for breaking it down for us this morning. Now, you said as part of your statement that a significant number of people in the Southeast are sympathetic at best to the plight of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, in the interest of public peace, yes, and in the interest of national security, how should this matter be managed, pending when the next decision, whether to appeal or not, will be taken by Nnamdi Kanu? I say this because I believe that at the end of the day, what we want is to ensure that we don't further incite people to aggression or to violence, and that we are able to have some peace in the Southeast. Also, I'd like you to comment on the situation of the sit-at-home order. In terms of that regard, would you ask that people return, or we are hopeful that we will see an end to this Monday sit-at-home order in the Southeast?
Well, I want to start by saying that the issue of sit at home, some people took advantage of Nnamdi Kanu's incommunicado and be issuing unnecessary order. When this issue started, Nnamdi Kanu personally sent me to Europe to go and talk to Simon Ekpa that he should stop this sit at home. I think either in this studio or in another studio, where we also issue that whatever thing that you are doing, Nnamdi Kanu is not a party to it. Lucky enough, one day, the DSSS allowed Nnamdi Kanu to speak from the court. Nnamdi Kanu also made it very clear to everybody. That one is on that. Now, back to your question. The best way to handle this thing is for Court of Appeal to set aside this most embarrassing judgment aside and allow Nnamdi Kanu to continue with his agitation. And the federal government now call him, my brother, why are you agitating? So that, one, because yesterday, in the judgment, you are comparing Nnamdi Kanu's agitation with Boko Haram. Somebody that told you that, look at what I am fighting for. Look at what I'm fighting for. Instead of you to call the person, what is the problem? How do we feel that we can resolve this thing? I'll tell you, this is what gave rise to this agitation, this is what gave rise to this agitation. Then you address it. The agitation will just die naturally. Now, why the judgment here says because Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo? Yes, it's because Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo. You can't do it to any other tribe in Nigeria.
No, Maxwell.
I want to prove it. Yes, I want to prove it. I want to prove it.
No, and I want to just say, wait, hold on. I want to say that it's important that we're able to not incite any form of aggression based on this assertion. So except you're able to prove beyond reasonable doubt, please don't make such assertions. We won't want to entertain that on the show, please. I think it's important that if you would make such an assertion,
okay, I withdraw it.
Thank you.
I withdraw it.
Thank you.
I withdraw it.
All
now,
right.
But people...
Okay, I'll let you land. Please, go ahead, Mr. Okpara. Go ahead.
So what the point... the best way to handle this matter as it stands now is for Court of Appeal to look at all the whole matters we file, which Nnamdi Kanu also file stay of the proceedings. Say, my Lord, please, these issues I took to Court of Appeal, they are fundamental issues. Please allow Court of Appeal to give directives on how to go about it. So, and the judgment was given. So now that the matters are in Court of Appeal, let Court of Appeal look at all these matters.
Okay.
We file affidavit of urgency. We look at all these matters and to see whether this judgment was delivered predicated on law or on an anger or personal hatred.
I think one of the sort of biggest elements that came out yesterday was, the absence of a defense. I think many people were anticipating beyond the justice and the court. The Nigerians were anticipating the defense, controverting evidence. And I'll just pick some of the evidence, for example, that was read out yesterday. This is as goes by the CTC. He said the defendant said, I am telling you people to go into the bush, and wherever you see a military convoy, you attack them. Wherever you see a police convoy, attack them. They are human beings and they also bleed. Any person with a police uniform or any army uniform is an enemy of the people, end quote. So some of these things were things we would have wanted to hear addressed. As councils were, shall I say, reassigned to become consultants, but you were in the web. Can you give us insight into why we couldn't get a defense for, some of these statements that many people are hearing and are concerned about the nature of this type of language from somebody who's so influential that people listen to, that people will obey orders from?
Very good question, Mr. Vimbai. When you people started the introduction of the program, I was following it up.